Hello, everyone. This is episode 0, or the pilot episode, I suppose, of my podcast, which I temporarily call Them's Fightin' Words for now. A bit of a short story about that title, actually. That was part of me and my co host here. You want to introduce yourself a bit?
Yeah, I'm Dan. I'm one of Ollie's friends from the US,
Yeah.
and I kind of came up with the idea of, hey, we should do a podcast, and I kind of was interested in trying it, but I didn't really have a reason to. Hey, we're here. So,
But you're still, interested, right?
oh yeah, it's like
Yeah, and the original idea we went with is we wanted to talk about all these we wanted to talk about military equipment originally. You remember that? That was like quite a while
yeah,
ago. So
I think it's something that I guess isn't really covered in a lot of podcasts, so it seems like it's
yeah,
fun topic, cool thing.
usually it's like from the perspective of veterans, and we obviously haven't done any service. We're just like enthusiasts, I suppose. And I can't really get myself a firearm in Malaysia because obviously trying to get a firearm here is next to impossible unless you've served.
Yeah,
And you could
and
probably, yeah, you could get
pretty easy
yourself
to
like a
make. Yeah,
license if, and even then, even if you have done your service, from what I've heard, it's actually quite hard to get a license. Like
really?
just the amount of paperwork you have to deal with, it's just insane.
That's weird. And now in America, it's like I can literally go to a store right now and just buy a gun.
Yeah,
So it's pretty fun.
yeah. Anyways, we scrapped that idea because we thought it was a little bit too niche. So we decided to be a more laid back kind of just like a hanging out kind of podcast where we uh, review about just random things we find on the internet, like movies, games, and we just kind of want to we want to dive deep into that kind of stuff, like not just looking at it from like a surface level, just kind of seeing what kind of like cultural impact it leaves behind on
Yeah.
people like me and who
The
aren't really
difference between
like
people from the States and people
yeah
overseas, because it's definitely different here.
yeah it's like the way it impacts people is like really interesting to me. Actually, we were just talking about this earlier. We were talking about these like bootleg Grand Theft Auto games where,
Yeah.
yeah, they add all like these crazy modifications you could see for on let's say for example, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is
The
like
OG.
it is is heavily modified on like a lot of copies, like physical copies, because the PlayStation 2 doesn't let you mod the game. So what people would do is they would just pick it up and mod it on their computers and then resell them as like PS2 games with like wacky titles. It's
Is
really
that
interesting.
really a thing? I did not know that, like at all.
No, they do that all the time in like equatorial countries, especially like Brazil, Indonesia, Malaysia even.
Man,
My cousin
that's
has
like
one. There's just GTA Dragon
no
Ball.
way.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
GTA Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
It's so whack. Like, okay, I will say this: like in Mexico, it's kind of like that, but most of my experience like comes from buying stuff in the States. So
Yeah.
it's very rare that I got like modded stuff. But when you did, it was wacky. That's
Yeah.
kind of funny. It's like I just didn't know that it went that far.
Yeah, it's really
Jeez.
interesting, and like I kind of want to explore that a bit more because I feel like nobody ever talks about it.
No, like you could do an entire like there's a video essay there to be made
Yeah,
for
and
sure.
you know, I forgot what I was gonna say. And like on that topic, like the only like mention of it I've seen has just been like this one video from a this YouTuber called Vine Sauce
No,
Joel specifically.
Joel made a video on it.
Yeah, Joel made a video specifically on Indonesian bootlegs. It's really funny.
You should
If any of you
find
who
me
are
a copy
listening right
of
now,
Dragon
you
Ball.
want to check that video out, it's amazing.
Good. Vine sauce is great. I was gonna say if you could get a copy of like the Dragon Ball GTA game,
I'll try to
oh that'd
ask
be
my cousin for it. It's
yeah. Because like then you can run it, at least port it, save it, and then like just do a review on it. That'd be so funny.
yeah. Anyways, so a bit about myself because I'm basically a nobody and I basically have no social media like
Yeah.
footprint because
Cool.
I try to stay away from social media as much as possible because I just do not trust social media. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to anyone out there in my class who's trying to find more info about me because I try to keep myself in the dark.
Yeah,
I have no idea why. It's just I don't know. It's
it's
like
just how
some childhood fear of mine. I can't
my
explain
brother's
it.
like that. My brother's the same deal. He just has none, like
Yeah.
zero.
Uh,
Good for him though, honestly.
yeah. I'm generally just a pretty quiet guy all around. I mean, I just play games in my free time, and occasionally I like to draw, but I'm still not very good at it. Still learning though. Uh, when I'm done with this semester, actually, I kind of want to explore a bit more and actually try to study drawing and well, not as like a course or anything, just kind of in my free time, you know?
Side thing, yeah.
Yeah. Uh, that's all I can think about myself right now. I'm not really that interesting.
I'm sure
Uh,
we'll find some stuff down the line.
yeah, you wanna introduce yourself a bit more, Dan?
Yeah, I'm pretty samey, big into like technology. I'm studying engineering here in the U.S.
Uh,
Uh,
yeah,
I
I keep
collect
forgetting what you're
old.
studying.
Technically, yeah, it's not like a big thing of mine. I play a lot of video games. It's how I met Ollie. Uh, Analog video equipment, audio equipment, so like VHS, cassettes, reel to reel. It's kind of like my hobby right now.
Yeah.
But
How
I don't
long
know.
ago did
It's
we meet? Actually,
oh man, like
that was like a
uh,
long time ago. That was like we found each other on like Gary's mod. For those who are listening, Gary's mod is it's like a sandbox like modification of another game. It's pretty fun.
it's really old too. It's from like 2007, and like now it's
Yeah, it's
what
been upgraded over the years and it's still
I want to.
decently popular today.
We met probably in like 2014. Does it have like a thing on like Steam that says like how long we've been friends?
I think it was 2015. There's no way I could have met you in 2014. May I probably have
Probably.
encountered you in 2014. I just didn't realize it. Maybe I don't know.
Like, it was a really small community, so it's like it's not.
Yeah, like funny thing about Dan here actually is that we found out that he is one of my other friends who have met in real life. So we just ended up coming like full circle together. It's really
Yeah,
strange.
coincidence. Like I mentioned his username to my friend in high school, and he was like, "Wait, you know that person? Like this profile picture, this is like, yeah, like how do you know them? Like, and he's like, I met
Yeah,
him on it's like Counter Strike, and I was like, what? It's
it's
just not. It's so weird.
it's really crazy how we just ended up like coming full circle together like that. That's just a weird coincidence.
It's not even the first one either. Like, my other friend Brian is like of another friend of mine from Gary's mod, and I ended up being really close friends with somebody in college, with one that was also friends with him in real life, and it was just super weird.
Yeah, I guess that's just kind of what
Small world.
happens when you have like a close knit community like Gary's mod. But it's pretty big. I wouldn't say
Yeah,
it's close either. It's because like there's just so many different parts of Gary's
sandbox.
mod. Yeah, it's just a natural part of a sandbox game, I suppose.
Yeah,
So,
just a bit.
anyways, let's move on from ourselves and let's go over like the basic premise of our podcast, I guess. Well, here's the thing. The reason why I called it episode zero is because well, we don't actually know what we want to do with this podcast. Like I said
Yeah,
earlier, we were going to talk about military equipment, but I feel like it's just way too niche. And so I decided to set up a survey so we can hear what you guys want from our podcast. What you want us to talk about, just anything. We'll just take a look at that survey and see what you guys want, and we'll probably make an episode about it in about say 2 3 weeks from this episode airing. I don't know.
yeah,
We'll
yeah,
see.
yeah.
Yeah. So
It'll be
yeah.
fun.
I'm gonna assuming this is gonna be posted on YouTube. I will put this in the description, or if it's on like SoundCloud or something. Also, I'll put it in like whatever the info box thingy is. I'll just put the survey link in the description, and yeah, I hope I just just go ahead and spread the survey around. I guess I want it to be filled up as soon as possible, so we can have an idea and we can pump out an episode as soon as possible for you guys.
Yeah, it was
Uh,
cool. It was
we'll
pretty
also
fun,
set
even
up
though it was
like
pretty
a
short.
Ko-fi, what do we call it? Coffee?
What's the donation page? Kofi? I don't know. It's a
Yeah, it's like a
tip jar.
donation page. Yeah, it's like a tipping thing. We'll also set that up for the podcast. But anyways, that's it for our podcast for our
It's a
little
wrap.
episode 0. Hope to hear from you guys soon. What you want to hear from us?
Yeah, I'm
uh,
looking forward to seeing what people say because I don't know. I'm not
yeah,
super sure what
this
kind of things
is
people want to talk about.
this is gonna be really interesting for me because I am the quiet guy in the class. I don't talk much, but I don't know. Doing this feels kind of fun now. It just
So I think once you get over like the hump of like people are listening to you, it's more like I'm just on a Discord call with Ollie. That's like mentally, it's where I'm
yeah.
at. Like it's
Once I
like,
get over it, it'll just be fine. It'll be all
yeah.
smooth sailing from there. Anyways, thanks for listening, and please go ahead and share the survey with people you might know that are interested in this kind of stuff. We can talk about games, movies. We can do like our little reviews, like our little insights on things. Just go ahead and send them the link if you know anyone who likes that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
cheers and have a good day. See
Yeah.
y'all.
See you guys.